So you've heard of Answers Ladder, a site where you can play high-level competition for any of the Smash games. But how do I set up Answers Ladder? And more importantly, how do I set up Dolphin with Melee to play online? Well, this guide is going to help you do both of those, and use Answers Ladder to unlock your fullest potential. Step 1. Setting up Smash Ladder. When signing up for Smash Ladder, you're obviously going to have to put in your information. Email, username, password, confirm password, all that stuff. And then you'll click that little sign up button. Go to your email, confirm the email, and you'll get to log in just like I just did. Right there. And then you're going to have to select your games. Right there I had Melee and Brawl. So I unclick them just to show you how it'll look. I click Melee. I said Brawl. Smash 4. Smash 4. Right, and now we're brought to our little menu here, so we can see you get chats for the individual games, both Melee and Smash 4, and you have a friendlies and ranked section. You can click play at the top to host, but I'll show you that later. You can view a player's match history to see who they play, see their wins and losses. Click away right there. You can click on a player's name, and you can send message, you can challenge them to play. It could challenge them to play to either friendlies or ranked in any of the games. As you can see, ranked, best of 3, best of 5, Melee, the whole thing. And then you can hit play to put yourself on the list. As I see right here, I go to Melee, friendlies, endless, and then I get put on the list right there at the bottom. And in a couple seconds, I'm gonna get some requests for matches, and then when they come up, you just simply accept them, and then it puts you in the chat room with your competitor, and then you can play. It's very simple, and that's the main core, as you see right there, of how Smash Ladder works. Pretty simple, pretty easy, and I hope you guys found it easy to understand, because soon we're going to be going to part 2, setting up Dolphin, Netplay, and Melee. Step 2. Setting up Melee on Dolphin Emulator. What do I need to set up Melee on Dolphin Emulator? Well, for first, you're going to need an official Nintendo GameCube adapter or Mayflash 4-port adapter. You're going to need to go online and find yourself a Melee ISO, which I can't link you, but you can find it, don't worry, it's easy. You're obviously going to need Dolphin Emulator for this process, and you're going to need a good enough PC that can run it. The specs needed will be in the description. Once we have all these things, we can move on. Alright, so whenever we want to find the newest version of Dolphin, we can always come here on Answers Ladder. It will almost always be there. So we can just go to chat, and we can see here on the Dolphin update, the latest version right now is 4.0-7161. We can just simply click it, and it'll have a very good link right here to 4.0.7161. Download it for Windows, because you're probably on Windows, whatever you're on. Obviously, you want WinRAR for this. If you don't have WinRAR, get WinRAR. I'll put a link, but you really should have it. And you're going to extract this folder wherever you want it. In this case, I already extracted it to my documents, as you can see here. It's the same file name. And you just go to our documents, as you can see, it's right here. And open the exe. Run it as administrator, probably. Now, when you open your Dolphin, it won't look like mine. It won't look like this, and this is because all of my files are in one folder, and Dolphin is routed to that folder. So to do that, you simply make a folder. In this case, I have one in my documents called GC ISOs, and I have all my ISOs in there. So then I just click it, and I click select folder, and all my ISOs pop up, right? So that's how you get your Dolphin to look nice and clean. Well, how do you set up some of the Netplay stuff? So you want to right click, hit properties, go to your gecko codes, and Netplay community settings, right? And then you'll be good to go for Melee. However, when you play 20XX, you want to turn this off because I have had some problems with it. So for Melee, have it on, for sure, if you want to play online, right? And then from there, you can go into your config. If your PC needs a bit of a boost, you can do that. I don't need that. You can go to GameCube, make sure that your memory cards are off for sure. right? In graphics, if you have a bit more power under your PC, you can definitely raise up the resolution. I'm running it at 1080p, right? Just mess around with the settings, make sure they're all good for what you want to do. And then we can go to the controller side of things in the next part of the tutorial. Step 3. Setting up your adapter. Alright, as you can see here, Answers Ladder already has a guide on how to use Dolphin's native support with Zadig to completely set it up with Dolphin and make everything work. But everybody loves video tutorials for a reason, and especially during this, because there's one step that people always miss. So let's install Zadig. I already have Zadig, so I'm just gonna open it up somewhere in here. Here we go. And Zadig, right? Zadig, right? And here, a lot of people go, well, what's happening, right? What's happening? Why is it not listing any devices? And that's because you need to go to options and make sure you hit list all devices, and then you can see your mine is not plugged in right now. Plug it in, and there we go. WUP028, WUP028, right? Mine is already on WinUSB, but whatever this is, you're just gonna reinstall, well, not reinstall, you're just gonna install driver. This is gonna be something, but you're gonna wanna convert it to WinUSB and install the driver. Just gonna do that. Alright, so we made it. We installed our drivers, and now all we have to do is go in controllers, make sure direct connect is enabled, whatever port we want is enabled. We usually don't want Wii remotes. Rumble, make sure everything's good to go, and now we can launch our game. It's gonna tell you what backend you're running, all that stuff. And here you go. Now you are running Melee. For me in HD. I don't know about you, it depends about what your PC specs are. Now you can run Melee, and the next part will tell you specifically how to play with your friends online. Alright, so now the last step is connecting to the people that you find on Answers Ladder. So to do that, all you need to do is go to Tools, Start Netplay, right? And if you want to host, you simply go to Melee. But before that, you actually want to make sure if this is on direct, you change it to traversal and reset your traversal settings so they're exactly like this. You don't want to do Melee 20XX because Melee 20XX is for individual training purposes. We all use Melee on Netplay. So you go to host and copy this code and give it to your friend in which they can connect. Now to connect, all you do is go to Tools, Start Netplay, and copy in the code and hit connect. And then when they connect, it'll look the same as the host screen, like this, except there'll be 2 players and ping, right? Your ping, if you have a good connection, it'll probably range from 20 to 40, and worser connections 70 to 90, and then the mid-range would be in between those. And for each like 10 of ping, so if it's 10 ping, if you have 10 ping, you have a really good connection, you put 1 buffer. Around 30 ping, hovering around there, 3 buffer, and so on and so on. And that's how you would play your Netplay matches, and that's all there is to it. I did forget one thing, however, and that is that obviously if you are hosting, you want to hit start, and it'll start the game. Now you're ready to go. All you need to do is make sure that you try and play people with blue connection, and that means they have good connection, and people that have a red location, that means that they have bad connection. Not necessarily they have bad connection, but there will be a bad connection between you. And that's all there is to it. You guys are ready to go on Netplay and get playing. Have fun.